Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Love Charms World, and today I am coming with you with a mukbang at Chick-fil-A. If you know me, I love Chick-fil-A. So today I'm gonna be talking about how to become a flight attendant while I'm doing a mukbang. That's how they say it, right? I think. So today I got at Chick-fil-A, I started eating it. This is the baked chicken tender, baked chicken nugget, I don't know, yeah. And then this is my first time getting the baked chicken nugget, and I got a spicy chicken deluxe sandwich. I love it. And then fries. I started eating the fries. And then the sauce, I got the Chick-fil-A sauce and the Polynesian sauce. Guys, I love me some Chick-fil-A. My aunt, she came from Jamaica, and then I introduced her to Chick-fil-A, and she loves it. Anyways, let's get right into the video, shall we? So guys, I know you guys are gonna say where have I been, but I've been around, but I've been working and just having a little bit more me time. In my last video about depression, I told you guys that I kind of slowed down when it comes to flying. Excuse me, because I needed some time off for myself. Anyways, let's get to what you clicked this video for. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click the link and subscribe to my channel. Like my video, comment, ask me any questions. You can follow me on Instagram at Sweetest Love Charm. You can follow me there, and I will answer your questions. That's where I'm mostly. So, the fries is a little bit cold because I waited. I like dipping the fries into the Polynesian sauce. Trust me, it's so good. So how to become a flight attendant? First, you have to have, first and foremost, you have to make sure this is the job that you want. Research about the job, find out more about the job to see if this is what you really want to do, and research about the companies, see if the contracts and everything matches up with what you want, because on the outside when you're standing on the outside saying, oh, I want to be a flight attendant, but then when you end up working for a company, you're just like, oh, this isn't the company that I want to work for. So that's why I say research about the company and learn about their contracts and their do's and don'ts if it matches up to you. And with me, if I was starting out, I would see how long is their reserve, because that's important to me, because I don't want to be on reserve forever. And how long it would take me to get a line in the company. Like, what do they offer? Sorry. Is it 1 year reserve, then next year would be reserve, then line, reserve, then line, or is it gonna be 6 days reserve and the rest of the time I'm flying? Like, you need to figure that out to see if that's what you want, or is it gonna take a couple of years for you to actually fly? Okay, once you have all of that down packed, then you go to make sure your resume is on point. Okay, whenever you're filling out the application and you send the application online, it's like they have this thing that scans the resume. I don't know, I'm just saying like, because I'm pretty sure they don't have people like they're like looking through the resumes to see who's who, because tons of people are applying. So you make sure that your resume is updated, and you look on the description for the flight attendant job for whatever company that you're applying for, and make sure it has similar keywords what they're looking for in your resume, so when the thing is scanning, it picks up your resume, so you get to go to the next step. Okay, so you have your resume, you know the company you're working for, you have your resume on point, right? Then you have to make sure, if you don't live in the US, you have to make sure, or wherever you're trying to, whatever airline you're trying to apply for, make sure that you have the documents that the company requires. Okay, that's important. And then after that, you apply. And then when you apply, make sure, you guys, because when you apply and you pass that part and they want you, they would send you an assessment. And you got to make sure that you read through the assessment, guys. Make sure you read it carefully. Like, they ask the same question, but they word it very different, but it's the same thing, but they word it different. So you have to make sure that your answers matches up with what you said before. Okay, make sure you read through it and make sure your answers matching up with the ones you have before, because that can be tricky, and a lot of people actually fail the assessment, which is cool. It's fine, because there's other opportunities, there's other airlines out there for you to apply for. That's just like a learning experience for you, you know what I mean? So make sure that you read through the assessment. Trust me, guys, a lot of people flunk the assessment. With some airline, after the assessment is the video interview. So on the video interview, you want to make sure that, for women, you could wear a nice button-up blouse with a blazer, like a black blazer. Make sure it's not like some crazy color blazer, like I don't know, like purple, or I don't know, just some crazy colors. Okay, just keep it neutral, like black or brown, like something very neutral, you know. So for me, I normally go with a white button-up blouse with a black blazer, and then sometimes I would do like a scarf with whatever company. Like if the company, their colors is blue, I put on a nice little blue, or if it's red, I wear a nice little red scarf, you know, just to kind of mimic it a little bit. For women, you can also wear a nice little pearl, not the big ones, they like the small pearls. Make sure you have like this little earring. Make sure it's not like too, like, make sure your earring is not making a huge statement, okay? Make sure it's like these little, like something like this, similar to this like pearl earring. So okay, I actually like this baked what is it? Baked chicken nugget. But yeah, make sure that you have on your nice little pearl, your nice little pearl earrings, your nice button up, and your blazer, and you're good to go to do your interview. For men, make sure, for some company, they prefer if your beard isn't like a statement piece. Make sure that it's well shaved. Look on, you can research the company when it comes to beard and everything, how they would want your beards to be shaved. Make sure you have a nice haircut. Yeah, make sure your hair is cut down really nice and low. And also, get a nice clean blazer, a nice like white button up. I always go with white button up because you can never go wrong with that, and like a nice black tie, or if the company color is blue, you wear a nice blue tie, but not that crazy blue, or a nice red tie or a black tie, and your nice black blazer or gray blazer, whatever you have, you know, just not some crazy colored blazer, you know what I mean, for men. And when you're doing your video interview, they're just seeing like your top half of your body. You're not seeing like full body. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying. So you need to I've taken a video interview in just like my shorts, and up here it's like professional. Okay. So after that, when you're doing the interview, you want to make sure that you're smiling. Make sure that you're smiling when you read the questions, right? And try to answer them as best as you can. You don't have to be perfect, because a lot of people stumble, get a little bit nervous, but don't like stumble a lot, you know what I mean? And they still got the job. Like, just don't go crazy. Make sure. And if you want to know like the interview questions, like what's this based off, you could go on Glassdoor.com and you could research, and they would have like the questions there, and sometimes they would answer it so you could see how to answer the questions. Because I know sometimes with some people, like, they know how to answer it, but they just don't know how to like word it, if you know what I'm saying. So you have to, if that could be a practice for you, or you could go on YouTube, and they do have videos out there where they tell you they have the questions, and they will tell you how to they answered it and stuff like that. And then it could kind of build your confidence a little bit more, and you could like jot down like how you would answer the questions. Like for me, I get when I go on Glassdoor, I write down the questions, and then I write down what I would say, and then I would practice and go over with it with my husband, and he would help me he would tell me if I am right, or if I am answering the question right, or if I'm overdoing it too much. And when you're answering the questions, you have to do it in star format. Basically, what is it? Situation, task, action. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember the full format, but hold on. But basically they're trying to say just get to just get to the point. Like, what was the situation, what happened, and how did you solve the situation? You know what I mean? Like stuff like just like that. They don't want like a long they don't want like a long thing of you rumbling and going on and on and on about like of what to say. You know what I mean? They just want you to get straight to the point. So that's what they mean by star format. I would leave a description below of what star format is, and then you could see how you could answer the question. Make sure you smile a lot. Try to breathe in before you answer each question, and take it easy. It's not the end of the world if you don't pass that test, that part. Just know it's a learning experience, and you know what to do and what you're getting into next time around. So be confident and don't get down on yourself just because you didn't pass that part. Okay. And then after that, some company changed up how they did their video interview. I know one company, it's assessment, video interview. Then they have a live interview, in which I've heard it's someone sitting. It's like you're on a Skype conference call, and they ask you questions, and then you're answering. And I heard after that is the phone interview. On the phone interview, sometimes they do go over sometimes on the phone interview they do ask situation questions, and sometimes they go over your resume. So when you're doing the phone interview, make sure that you go over your resume and see what's on there. Or when you're on the phone interview, make sure you have everything laid out in front of you, so that you don't pause. So they're just like, okay, how can this person not know what's on their resume? You know what I mean? So make sure you have your resume right there, just in case of anything. Okay, so when they're asking your questions, you're on top of thing. Like if they say, so what did you do at such and such, and you be like, I did A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? So you're not like, I did A, and you're not like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. And then after that, you pass all those steps, and then it's the face-to-face. And on the face-to-face, you're basically flying, and it's like a bunch of people there, and you go in. I heard it's a group interview, and then after the group interview, they have you doing something together as a group to see if you know how to work well with group. They want to see how you act and everything when you're around group, if you're helpful or anything. And then after that, then you have a one-on-one interview with them. And then after that, you get the job, and you're now on your way to become a flight attendant. Oh, thirsty. I love water. And after you pass all of that, then you go to training. And make sure you pay attention in training, because some company, every day you get an exam, or every other day you get an exam, or every week you get an exam, depending on how long the class is. Class could go up to 4 weeks to 8 weeks, or 4 weeks to 6.5. It all depends. Each company have depending on the amount of aircraft they have, that's how long their training is. Some training is paid, some training is paid, some training is not paid. That's why I said, when you're filling up to become a flight attendant, make sure you research about the company, because you don't want to go and then you have bills at home to pay, and then you can't pay it. So you gotta think these things through. Or before you go to training, you save your money so you can pay your bills. Okay, that's very important. I had to save my money before I went to training, because it was a struggle. So now make sure that when you go to training, most likely it's gonna be business attire. You have to wear business attire. So make sure that. And for women, you got to make sure the skirt is over your knee and everything. Make sure you're not walking in with no mini skirt. You don't want to work in a mini skirt. You want to look professional. And you have your stockings and everything. Some companies require you to wear only black blazer, or a black cardigan or something with a white shirt or a white blouse. Some company require that, while some is just business attire. So make sure you do your research before you go on training, and make sure you follow those rules. Okay? And when you get to training, if class starts at 8, make sure you're in the classroom at least 10 or 15 minutes before, because the door is gonna close on time. They're preparing you they're preparing you for when you're out there on the line, that when the door should be closing on time, you're not delaying and closing the door late, and then passengers are missing their connection, or you know, they have some meeting or anything. They're preparing you. So make sure when you go to training, if the door closes at 8, be there 10 or 15 minutes before. That's just me. Okay? Be there. Timing is very, very important in this flight attendant industry. Okay, so that's a little bit of what it takes to become a flight attendant. If you have any more questions or ideas for me, just let me know down below. If you anything at all, just ask me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. People, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't just watch my videos and not subscribe to my video, you know. And hit me up on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, and it's Sweetest Love Charm. I will link it down below so you could follow me, and you could ask me any questions, or you could ask me in the comment down below, and I will definitely answer those questions for you. I didn't even I'm like, it's a mukbang and I'm there like just talking. So good, guys. So good. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if you have any questions, guys. Okay? I hope you like this video. And I will see you next time. Bye. Have a good evening.